Summer 1989. In the remote depths of the Goethe State Forest in Lower Saxony, Germany, a place normally quiet, secluded, two couples ventured into the woods and never returned. Their bodies were later found, both pairs, in shocking scenes that linked them in method, location, and timing. The forest gained a dark nickname, Totenwald, the Forest of Death. 30 years on, the killer remains unknown, the case a chilling testament to what happens when wilderness hides its darkest secrets. This is the story of the Goethe murders. Every clue, every investigation misstep, every theory. The setting, the Goethe State Forest, roughly 75 kilometers east of Hamburg, covering about 75 kilometers of largely unpopulated woodland. The first known incident occurred on 21 May 1989, when Ursula Reinhold, 45, and Peter Reinhold, 51, traveled to the forest for a walk or picnic, and were later found murdered in a secluded clearing, Jugend 138. The second double murder took place on 12th of July 1989, when Ingrid Warmbier, 46, and Bernd Michael Kupping, 43, were found near Jugend 147 in the same forest. Investigators quickly concluded both sets of killings bore such strong similarities, location, victims, stolen vehicles, and method, that they likely stemmed from the same offender. The forest itself, once popular, became avoided by visitors for decades due to fear and speculation. Let's delve into what the police discovered. First scene, Jugend 138. The Reynolds Honda Civic was found abandoned some distance from the scene. Keys missing, picnic basket stolen. The victims had been moved from the initial attack site to a depression in the woodland and found undressed. At the time, decomposition was advanced due to high summer temperatures. Second scene, Jugend 147. Ingrid and Bernd Michael were hand-tied. Leukoplast band. Man shot with a small caliber weapon, 5.6 millimeters. Woman suffered skull fractures, injuries in chest region, BH cut. The attacker stole their car, Toyota Tercel, and keys, used the vehicle to leave, later abandoned near a clinic in Bad Bevensen. Important parallels between the murders. Both victim pairs were middle-aged couples traveling by car into the same forest area. Both attacks involved vehicle theft, concealed bodies, and secluded forest clearings. The abandonment of the vehicles near rail or commuter stations suggests the killer had operational knowledge. A critical piece of evidence emerged later. Two hairs found in the Reynolds car, neither belonging to victims or their environment, later retested using modern DNA techniques. The situation, despite significant forensic data, the sheer decomposition of bodies, environmental contamination, and large search area made concrete leads elusive. The weather that summer was extremely hot and dry, which helped preserve some traces but accelerated decomposition of human remains. Immediately after the first murders, a 40-officer special commission was formed. Over 1,900 trace files were documented, almost 10,000 people interviewed in the early months. Media exposure was extensive. The case appeared on the popular German crime show Aktenzeichen X Videos, ungelöst in December 1989 and January 1990. Major developments. In 1993, one of the main suspects, Kurt Werner Wiechmann, a cemetery gardener with a violent record, died by suicide in prison, Heilbronn. He was later linked via DNA in December 2017 as strongly suspected for the murders. In July 2009, the police reopened the case based on the two hairs found in the Reynolds car. Analysis indicated that the DNA pattern belonged to an unknown person, not in the database. Investigators believe there may have been an accomplice. Wichmann returned in the victim's car while his own vehicle remained. The fact that he could not have driven both vehicles away suggests collaboration. Even now, in 2025, the case is officially open. The Göttingen LP indicates that police are still receiving tips related to the Goethe murders. The motives behind the Goethe murders remain speculative yet chilling. Theory A. Sexual sadism. The manner of the crime, undressing of victims, secure location, hand-tying, suggests a killer with sexual predation motives. The forensic profile of the perp from early estimates: male, or 40 years old in 1989, good local knowledge, able to drive and vanish. Theory B. Opportunistic thrill killer. The victims were middle-aged, not young romantics. The forest setting allowed isolation. The theft of vehicles may have been to aid escape, not motive. However, the mastery of procedure, body concealment, vehicle abandonment, lack of immediate capture, suggests sophistication. Theory C. Killer network or accomplice S. The fact that Wichmann may have swapped vehicles and that sequences of events overlapped indicates a possibility of accomplices or a network of support. German press reports suggest an accomplice may exist. Theory D. Copycat or multiple killers. Some investigators argue the interval between crimes, May to July, the similar victimology, and the fact the crime stopped may indicate more than one offender, or that the main offender ceased or died. A piece in Zeit supports this by noting that 100 other suspects remain under investigation. Another poignant question: why stop after the second double killing? Was there an external factor? Arrest, death, relocation? The unknowns create space for the mystery to endure. The Goethe murders left a lasting scar. The forest area was avoided by hikers and visitors for decades. It became haunted ground. Media and culture responded. A 3-part TV film, Das Geheimnis des Totenwalds, aired in December 2020. A true crime podcast series also revisited the case. Contemporary developments. In late 2017, the police publicly confirmed that they considered Wichmann the main suspect, but said they believed a yet unidentified accomplice also existed. The significance. The case highlights how forest-based crimes can be challenging due to environmental issues, witness scarcity, and vehicle escape routes. Cold case investigators today use DNA, vehicle records, and digital mapping to revisit such files. For the families of Ursula, Peter, Ingrid, burned Michael, there remains unresolved pain. The region continues to demand justice, even decades later. The forest remembers. The state still investigates. 2 couples, 1 forest. A killer who vanished into the trees. The Goethe murders remain among Germany's most haunting unsolved crimes. Will the final piece of the puzzle ever emerge? Maybe. But until then, the cold winds across Goethe whisper of secrets unspoken. If this story gripped you, please subscribe for more deep dives into unsolved mysteries. And let us know in the comments. Which theory do you believe is correct? Because until the truth comes, the forest listens.